This video is pretty much called the last minute. Last minute of Soluchi's video called 6 things wrong with the MGTOW community in 5 minutes. Well, the last couple of minutes, there's a few things there that I personally, keyword personally, believe are really wrong, actually damaging to some extent, because some people actually oversee some of the detrimental effects that can be put on men when they only use MGTOW vision from their perspective and their perspective only. And pretty much as they are doing this,
remember, the MGTOW community is male space. We have very few of that left. And the little we have is already constantly being invaded by females.
right, we know that we have very little male space left. Obviously, it's actually become obvious because we're aware of it and we're realizing that any male space that we do have is just shrinking and what have you. But we do have male space, even though it is a little bit. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to start policing this male space? Are we going to police the men that choose to be in this male space? And if we are, how so?
We should try to keep the MGTOW community as much of a male space as possible. 6. Misogyny. The hatred of women. I've noticed some misogynists in the MGTOW community. I can understand if you've had a really bad experience with women.
You can't see a misogynist, especially on YouTube. You can't tell who is a misogynist. I mean, there's actually a big difference between being misogynistic and being a misogynist. At work, when it's lunchtime, I'll be sitting down having a laugh with the boys. The boys will be picking on me, I'll be picking on them. I've got a couple of mates that are staunchly actually side on with myself and my perspectives and the way I see things and view things with regards to females and males. But they understand. They realize, they know I don't actually hate women. I mean, hate being a misogynist. When you write a comment and it is against females, or you're putting females down in a comment, it doesn't mean that person is actually a misogynist. That's something that you don't get. A lot of men don't understand this. Just because I understand women doesn't mean I actually hate women. And there's a big difference between women and females. For example, females are a lot younger, or can be a lot younger. Children, female children. Why the hell would I hate a female child? Female child's never done nothing wrong to me. I wouldn't even speak about a female child unless they've done something terribly wrong, and it would be something terrible to another child or something of that kind. But to point the finger at men and say that these men are misogynists and we need to start policing this is going in a wrong direction.
But the MGTOW community should not be a place of hate.
On the contrary, the MGTOW community, if there is hate, if men actually do have hate, and I'm going to go with your flow, even though I believe that these men have just come to heal, to talk, to vent. There's a boxing bag, yeah, bang, 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 I'm going to punch this boxing bag, let it all out, I'm healing, you know what I mean? Even if it is a place of hate, or there's a little space within this male space that is full of hate, so what? Big deal. Are you going to start policing this? This is wrong. This is not what MGTOW is. MGTOW is not about policing men.
It should be a place of growth and positivity.
It definitely is a place of growth and positivity. MGTOW encapsulates so much things that it can actually be mind-blowing. You can put volumes of information together and it still wouldn't be enough to actually encompass what MGTOW is about. MGTOW is huge. It really is.
We are here to help men see the value in themselves. Being a misogynist is an extremist type of view and is a very weak mindset.
See, when you point the finger and you say these men are misogynists, who's a misogynist? You know what? I'm a misogynist. Have I got a weak mind? Even though I'm not a misogynist, I'm going to tell you, just for argument's sake, I'm a misogynist. I have a weak mind. How do you know I have a weak mind? Because I'm a misogynist. So and again, this is just going with a flow, going with your narrative. So I have a weak mindset because you're claiming that I, or whoever it may be, is a misogynist. It just doesn't make sense because you're labeling the man first as a misogynist and then you're shaming him. This is exactly how females function. This is wrong. It's wrong.
It will be best to try to overcome hate, stop holding grudges, and continue to enrich your life. You owe it to yourself. Do remember that
I agree with that. We want to enrich our lives. We do owe it to ourselves. Of course we do. But you got to go back to the other points. If men are being misogynistic, they're letting out steam, they're venting, doesn't mean that they are actually misogynists. And it's actually a huge difference. It's a massive difference.
And slander and any form of defamation or criminal offense is punishable by law.
Man, you're starting to sound like the police here.
They should not be tolerated in our community. You can also take legal action if you feel the need to.
Whoa. So legal action and policing and controlling people's thoughts. I'm going to play a video, and you know what? This video is about two females. I laughed my head off. I laughed till I cried. I'll leave it to the end of this video. And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. And you know what? When I watched it the very next day, I played it to my friend. Again, I laughed. And my friend looked at me and he said, man, he laughed with me. This is a funny video, but I mean, do you hate females? I mean, do you see something in it like that? I said, no, I'm just venting. I'm just venting. I found it extra funny because I was venting.
I didn't do that. I was never doing that. She ain't no thing.
She ain't no thing. I just repeated what he said, no. Say? She ain't no thing. What say?
Oh, she can walk now. Oh, dropped. Whoa. Whoa. Dude, what the fuck?
Balls.
That was...
Back up here.
Oh, shit, man.
Balls.
That was bad.